Publishing. And today we're going to do a little short talk about what to wear while you are working from home. This is a little short excerpt from one of my books stating your dress attire. Should you be so relaxed at home or should you continue to maintain your professionalism? Okay, stay tuned. Okay, so keeping it professional. Okay, so at some point or another during your so-called quarantine or lockdown, you may be asked to start working from home. Some of us are used to working from home because working from home is actually not a new concept. I know a lot of people think that it's new because it's new to them. We have been doing via satellite and working from remote locations for probably 50 to 60 years. I remember as a child watching certain things on television and they would interview other people and they would say that we are interviewing this person via satellite. So working from a remote location is not a new concept. However, over the last 2 years or so, it has become more popular. So a lot of people want to know, I'm at home, so why do I need to dress up? Why do I need to even take a bath? What exactly do I need to do? And I would like to address that issue. My stance on that issue is during your quarantine or lockdown, you as a business person, a business executive, or a business team member needs to maintain your professionalism and continue to dress as if you were in the office. I will now read a famous quote. It said, if Andy Warhol was right, and in the future everybody will be world famous in for 15 minutes, you want to be prepared beforehand in order to prevent becoming infamous. So, what my takeaway from this is you want to be famous, not infamous. Now, with having the internet and everyone can post a video of themselves on social media, you can be famous for 15 minutes. Someone actually predicted this how many years ago? Andy Warhol said it. In the future, everybody will be world famous for 15 minutes. So, now that you are having a meeting on a virtual platform of some sort, you are going to be seen by more people than just in your organization. There's a possibility that that video will go someplace you may not want it to go. So it's very important that you think famous and not infamous. And that goes hand in hand with my opinion. Or if you are on the internet, remember, the world is watching. You need to maintain your professionalism and you need to continue to dress as if you are still in the office place. So, what exactly does that entail? What does it mean to continue to dress as if you are in the office and why? Do not embarrass yourself or your company. So, you want to continue to dress as if you are in the office, meaning that you want to wear a conservative outfit, one that is in line with your company's dress code. If your company has a business casual dress code, then you will continue to wear business casual attire. If your company has a business dress code, you will continue to wear a business attire. There will be no sweatpants. There will be no hair pushed up in a scrunchie. You will continue to wear your makeup. You will continue to fix your hair. If it is time for your 2 week haircut, you will continue to get your 2 week haircut. Remember, you do not want to embarrass yourself or your company. Make sure that your attire is still in aligned with your company's dress code. I know you want to say, well, I'm at home. Why do I need to dress up? I want to feel relaxed because I'm in my home environment. That is the difference from being from the office. I'm at home right now. I'm not at the office. But to work from home, like I stated, you need to maintain the same level of professionalism, the same mindset. If you begin to dress too relaxed, you will begin to perform too relaxed. So you can dress conservatively. It can be comfortable, but not too comfortable. Like I stated before, no sweatpants, no stretch pants, no yoga pants, none of that. You can still wear makeup and jewelry. It doesn't have to be so much makeup and jewelry, but it still needs to be clean, neat makeup and jewelry, the same amount that you would wear outside of your house. Don't wear anything that you cannot wear outside of your house. Be relaxed, but not too relaxed. There's nothing wrong with maybe adding a piece of clothing that's a little trendy or fancy. Make sure that it doesn't take away from your job description, dress code, and make sure that it's not too flashy or distracting from the other team members that are going to be watching you on the virtual platform or the other team members that will be watching you or involved in the meeting. Always be aware of your location and situation. So when I say be aware of your location and situation, if you and your team members are meeting as a group aside from the organization, then you may want to wear something that's a little bit more relaxed. If you and your team members are meeting after hours, maybe for a virtual social happy hour, then of course your dress would not be the same as if you were wearing the office. So just be aware of your location and your situation. But if it is your regular 9 to 5, Monday through Friday office hours, then you should continue to wear your Monday through Friday 9 to 5 attire that you will wear if you were in the physical office. I am not a videographer, and I don't know about the green screen in the background. However, I would recommend that you wear basic conservative colors, preferably solid colors like your blues and your browns. Black is always a great color. You can never go wrong with black. Some say to avoid white shirts because it tends to make you look a little washed out. I happen to like white shirts. I think that the white shirt is something that you can wear underneath any type of sweater, cardigan, or suit jacket, or coat, or blazer. However, one of the recommendations is to not wear the white blouse or shirt when you are doing a video on a computer screen. I don't have any personal experience with that. That was just a professional recommendation, so I am passing that along. It is also recommended to stay away from the plaids and the checkered patterns. Just remember, nothing too distracting. Always remember in a professional environment, it is your image, always your image that you want to protect. What image do you want to project? What do you want your client, customer, current team members, co-workers, management to know about you? Ask yourself, what are you trying to get across to the audience that you are presenting to? What do you want them to think about you? Are you selling something? Are you trying to convince them of something? What do you try to represent? And what's the best way to get your point across? Make sure you be professional, stay focused, and be mindful of your time. Sometimes when you're working from home, you may not be as mindful and watchful of the time as you are in the office. When you're in the office, you tend to be a clock watcher. You know exactly what time it is and you know what you are going to do. But when you're working from home, some of us get very relaxed and we lose track of time. We think, well, I'm going to put them on hold for a couple of minutes and I'm going to run downstairs to throw the clothes in the clothes dryer. Then you get downstairs and you say, oh no, the dog bowl has flipped over. Let me wipe that up. Then you say, oh, well, I need to go do something else. Now someone's at the door. I need to answer the doorbell. Then you lose track of time. Just make sure that you pay attention, remain focused, and pretend that you are still in the physical office, even though you're inside your own home. When working from home, a part of your day may not involve being engaged with any other team members. You may have a job that you work from home basically by yourself. Once again, remember the impressions that you are making. If you are to engage in a virtual meeting or on a virtual platform where other team members are involved, what is the length of that virtual meeting? Who are the people that you are meeting with? Are you meeting with prospective clients? Are you meeting with current team members? All of that would matter with your attire. Once again, I stated if you and your team members are having a sidebar meeting, then you may not feel as if you need to dress in the office attire. However, I recommend that you always dress in your office attire as if you are at the physical office. Keep that in mind and you can never go wrong. Know your audience. If it is casual Fridays, you continue to follow your organization's dress code in regards to casual Fridays. If casual Fridays say no denim, only khaki, then if you're working from home and it is casual Fridays, you continue to follow the no denim, only khakis. If it's after hours celebration, and at your physical location for an after hours celebration, you can wear whatever you want to. Then in the virtual platform during the after hours celebration, you can continue to dress as such. You need to make sure that you remember the virtual world is permanent. Remember what I said earlier. You're famous for 15 minutes. So do you want to be famous or do you want to be infamous? Anything that is on the internet can be permanent. You cannot undo it once it is out there. So always ask yourself, what kind of impression do I want to project? Some of you may say, well, I really don't care about my impression. But you have to remember that it is not just about you anymore. It is about the organization that you are representing. So, if you decide that you do not mind embarrassing yourself or your family members or your friends, think about your company. Do you want to embarrass your company? So, remember to dress to your organization's culture. If your organization is a business conservative culture, keep it like that. Don't go in there with a party attitude or the party look if that is not what your company represents. Always dress in line for the purpose of the meeting. Like I stated before, if it's prospective clients, you dress as if you were in a physical office. If it's a meeting that involves global people from other areas and other companies in other countries, keep it professional, dress stylish, and make sure that you wear shoes that are appropriate as well. Now, someone may say, why do I need to wear shoes that are appropriate? When I'm on my Zoom meetings or my virtual platform, I can only be seen from the waist up. Well, we have all seen those videos, right? Those funny outtakes where the camera decides to shift, or some smart aleck person noticed, hey, there's a reflection over there in the window, and it's showing this guy's underpants. Or there's a mirror over in the corner that's showing the back of her dress is open, or something like that. So, dress from head to toe in professional attire as if you are in a physical office, just in case your camera decides to go rogue. Or if some brilliant genius person knows how to manipulate the camera and knows how to zoom in and zoom out and show things that you don't even are not even aware that can even show up on your camera. In other words, continue to dress as if you are in your physical office at your workplace, even though you are in your home. What you are wearing is always important. But there is another thing that is just as important as what you are wearing. The way that you are behaving is just as important. You need to behave as if you are in your office, even though you are in your home. During the 9 to 5 hours, during your work hours, your Monday through Friday hours, you are to pretend that you are still at your physical office. Therefore, your behavior should reflect. If you are in a professional setting in a physical office, you behave professionally. Therefore, when you are working from home, you are to still maintain that same level of professionalism. Your facial expressions will have to be one that you want shown around the world. You cannot make smirks and funny faces because you have to remember that virtual platform camera is on you at all times. So make sure you smile. Have good body posture. Be calm. And make sure you are looking at the camera. You want to make sure that you are looking at the camera because when you start to gaze off or stare off or dart around the room, it looks as if you are not paying attention and that you are not engaged. When you are in a physical office space, you may be able to look down at your shirt or to look down at something else and get away with it because others can see, oh, she's looking at her pen or she's doing something that is relevant. But when you are on the virtual platform, you begin to look away. People don't know what you're doing. And it looks as if you are ignoring them. Try not to look down at your cell phone. Try not to look at the clock. Try not to check your watch. Try to make sure that your behavior is in line with your professionalism as if you were in the physical office. Your dress and attire is very important as well as your behavior. But also remember your verbal communication is important as well. So you want to speak as if you are speaking to someone in your physical office. You are still going to make the eye contact. You're going to still use voice diction and you're going to still use proper pronunciation of words. You're not going to shuck and jive like you would with your cousin around the way. Remember, even though you are at home or at a remote location, you are still technically on the clock, therefore maintain your professionalism. Professionalism in your dress, professionalism in your behavior, and professionalism in your speech. When I speak of engagement and verbal communication while on the virtual platform, I am referring to things such as using proper grammar. If in your office place you do not use contractions, you speak and you say do not instead of don't, then in the virtual platform you maintain the same level of professionalism. If in your professional physical office you say do not, but when you're around your friends you say ain't, when you're on a virtual platform, still maintain the same professionalism and say do not. You wait for the other person to finish speaking. You do not interrupt them just as you wouldn't in the physical office. You would not dominate the conversation or bully the other person in your physical office location. Still maintain that same level of professionalism. Some of the takeaways that I would like for you to focus on from this today's excerpt is to make sure that when you are working from home, you are to pretend that you are still working at the office. Some of the things I would like for you to do, of course, is look and act professional. Make sure you are wearing the proper dress and attire that's in aligned with your organization's dress code. Have proper, clean, neat hairstyles. Wear conservative colors, conservative jewelry and accessories. Use proper grammar. Maintain proper eye contact with your engagements. Remove clutter from your background, such as personal items, and make sure that you remove your kids and pets from the immediate work area. Congratulations! Congratulations! Your work day is over. Now you can go and put on those stretch pants and bunny slippers. I hope that you have enjoyed this presentation today. Thank you.